Good evening, dear students. Let's discuss a few important topics which have appeared in the newspaper today. The first one is about astronomers find a group of appearing and disappearing stars. This is a very fascinating phenomenon, a marvelous phenomenon. It's full of wonder and also mystic. That's because it is appearing and disappearing, these stars. So let's go into the details. An international collaboration of astronomers identified a curious occurrence of 9 stars objects that appeared and vanished in the sky in a small region within a half an hour. Such a group of objects appearing and disappearing at the same time have been detected for the first time in the history of astronomy. Now, this is the news. In fact, this is such a wonderful phenomenon. Such a mystical phenomena had never happened before. It is unprecedented, and this therefore is attracting a lot of attention, speculation, and many scientists are trying to explain that as to what this phenomenon is all about. The scientists are still exploring the reasons behind the observation of these strange transient stars, meaning appearing and disappearing, short lasting time. So that is called transient stars, which appeared and disappeared, and are still not sure what triggered their appearance and what caused their disappearance. Possibility is that the photographic plates were contaminated with radioactive particles causing false stars on the plate. This is what we call an artifact when you're doing something because of certain defects in the procedure that we follow in shooting, not cleaning the plates properly, maybe the dust stains and all, that can be because in space, the people were saying there were some white orbits were seen, but actually they were the debris of the International Space Station. So such simple things, explanation can be there. Also, it has to be overruled. So here the possibility, one of the explanations is that photographic plates were contaminated with radioactive particles, causing false stars on the plates, and that was shown as appearing and disappearing. Could that have been the explanation? Another explanation is solar reflections from reflective unnatural objects around Earth. So that is also one. So unnatural objects in orbit around Earth. So because of the solar reflection that is causing from the unnatural objects, and that could have been reflected on this phenomenon, giving an appearance and disappearance of the stars. So let's look at that. Small star, red giant, planetary nebula, white dwarf, neutron star, supernova, giant, all these are seen. These could also be possible explanations. Stars are big exploding balls of gases, mostly hydrogen and helium. Our nearest star, the sun, is so hot that the huge amount of hydrogen in it is undergoing a constant star-wide nuclear reaction like in a hydrogen bomb. So what is the kind of source of energy there? It is because of nuclear fusion. Please remember, fusion, right? So the fusion is causing this hydrogen, an explosion, a nuclear reaction, like in hydrogen bomb, and that reaction is called the fusion. And after a star runs out of fuel, it ejects much of its material back into space. Now the new stars are formed from this material. So the material in stars is recycled. So whenever they are formed, again recycled, again that becomes the substance for star formation. What is a nebula? Nebula is a cloud of gas and dust in space. Nebula are the birthplace of stars. So that is the explanation for nebula. These all can come as examination bits. Please be careful about remembering this. Taurus star, a very young lightweight star, less than 10 million years old, that is still undergoing gravitational contraction. It represents an intermediate stage between a protostar and a low mass main sequence star like the sun. And then main sequence stars, what are the main sequence stars? Toward the end of its life, meaning the star, a star like the sun swells up into a red giant. Like the sun, it swells up, that star also swells up like a giant, before losing its outer layer as a planetary nebula, and finally shrinking to become a white dwarf. So what is the meaning of white dwarf? So what is the white dwarf? It's a very small hot star the last stage in the life cycle of a star like the sun. That is called a white dwarf. A supernova, you would have heard about supernova. A supernova is the explosive death of a star. It is the explosive death of the star. What are black holes? Black holes are believed to form from massive stars at the end of their lifetime. When it is approaching its end period, when they collapse and form into this kind of ball. So these are nothing but the stars approaching their death or end of their lifespan. So black holes are believed to form massive stars at the end of their lifetimes. So what are they correctly matched? Moon is Big Bang theory, origin of universe, evolution of Earth, nebula hypothesis. All the three are correct. Moon is matched by the correct theory called Big Splat theory. And the evolution of Earth, nebula hypothesis, origin of universe, Big Bang theory.